Hey everyone! It's been a little while since the last vlog post, though not as long of a gap as usual, so that must be nice. But I have news. I really transition weirdly, don't I? Like those like that'd be one of those spots where there would be like a jump cut where I'm like laughing goofily, and suddenly I'm like going into the next thing. But no, I actually like do jump cuts in my normal behavior. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I feel like I've watched too much YouTube. English. Anyway, I have news because the channel has officially reached 500 subscribers. It's a month later than I hoped it would be, but that is okay. Because honestly, I never thought I'd reach 500 subscribers. I really didn't. I'm not gonna say it's mind-blowing. It's not really mind-blowing, but to be fair, my mood's not really been all that great in recent weeks. You know, things that really should probably excite me have not been exciting me as much as they ought to have been. And generally speaking, it's not exactly, I am off-center, and that is bugging the hell out of me. I'm just gonna shift to my chair, though. But it's not a, what's the word? What's the word? My English is failing me again. I don't remember what I was talking about, so I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm just gonna say different things. I'm gonna pretend that I didn't actually just lose my train of thought completely because I was off-center of all things. But yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm not really as thrilled for this milestone as I really should be, because 500 is a bigger number than I ever anticipated. A bigger number of people that apparently want to follow me than I ever anticipated. At least on YouTube. Certainly playing video games, I never really got the impression that I was all that good at that, or all that good at commentary. But at the same time, it's really cool, and it's kind of funny, actually, going back to some of my older videos. I do that, you know, I was doing that for... What is it? I was doing it for the, to the analysis video, actually, the top 5 mods video. I just wanted to look at some of the Third Age Total War stuff that might have been a good match for the, a good match for the video. Ultimately, of course, I chose the Muma kill in the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, which makes no sense at all, but was hilarious all the same because it scared the crap out of me. But it was funny because I just went back, you know, it's like the Elves of Linden, the Sylvan Elves, but the Elves of Linden even, you know, like back then, even then, I was much less interesting. You know, now I got, you know, Vim, and I'm not sure if Vim is the right word. I have vigor, though. I have vigor, and I have energy and excitement, and I try to be loud and clear. I don't enunciate clearly, but I try to be clear and loud and excited, and I generally try to, you know, come across as a more interesting person than I actually am. And, you know, it's funny really thinking that it's almost been 2 years since the start of the channel. I'm not really sure if the channel's... I'm not really sure, honestly, if the channel's growing at a respectable rate given how long I've had it around. On the other hand, like I said, it's more than I ever would have anticipated. So I'm grateful, really. I'm thankful for all you guys, who watch me, who check out my content. I mean, I know that the strategy stuff has to be not exactly the most interesting thing in the world to watch, and the fact that I don't really play most current games. I really don't. I play many current games. You know, I play older games. I play mods for older games. I don't really play anything current. You know, that makes it difficult, I think, to drive up channel views. Unless, you know, because I kind of like hit in the middle ground where I play games that are like 5 to 10 years old-ish, probably 5 to 6 or 5 to 7 more. But you know, I'm saying I like hit that middle ground where I play games that are about half a decade to a decade old, so that they're too young to be called, you know, like old school, to be called vintage, but they're too old to be called new. So it makes it difficult, I think, to kind of turn up interest. But at the same time, the fact that enough people want to watch what I'm playing, want to watch me play mods, want to hear me act like a complete goofball, rather, is something else, and I'm really grateful for you guys. So thank you, and thank you. And I was gonna say something else, but it's fled my mind the second I thought it up. Yay! Finally getting old, even though I'm only 26. And for another bit of news, my Extra Life fundraising efforts. I have now hit the midway point for my... Wow, I almost stumbled on my words horribly there. I have hit the midway point of my fundraising, though. I have $250 out of $500, and please go away, screensaver. And I am actually I'm actually more excited about that than I am about I am about the 500 subscriber thing, because it's, I guess maybe because it has something to do with the fact that it's a greater benefit outside of myself. You know, and it makes me more excited because it's kind of cool. Because last year when I did Extra Life, because I did Extra Life last year, I think I only raised $45, which wasn't even a quarter of the way to the $200 goal I had set. And in many ways, I'm actually kind of embarrassed about that I couldn't do better. No, this year I've actually tried to do better, and I'm really, really glad that I've actually reached the halfway point. And there's just 2 weeks to go, 2.5 weeks to go before game day, before November 8th, I think. Shut up. But just 2.5 weeks left to go though for Extra Life game day though, and I'm really looking forward to it. I do plan on live streaming again this year. I'm not gonna do a full 24-hour stream. I'm probably not gonna have the energy or the will for that. And I'm gonna try to play games throughout most of the day. Try to team up with a couple of my team members. You know, just generally try to raise money, try to do things for the good things for the sick kids, as always. So I really hope, and once again, I really hope that you guys will check it out. I want to give a bit of a shout out to Knickknack Gaming. You know, you're a very erstwhile supporter of the channel, and I'm very appreciative of that. And I'm very appreciative of your donation for Extra Life, because you are probably the first person to donate to my Extra Life fundraising who I don't really know in some way. You know, I haven't like interacted with in any particular serious way outside of YouTube comments. And I do kind of demarcate the difference between interacting with people on YouTube comments and interacting with them on social media or something, because there's a less because in general comments are a less intimate connection. I mean, there's certainly a nice way to, you know, certainly there's a nice way to connect people, but they're not as intimate of a connection. They're not as, you know, it's not as much of a, it's not a deep connection. It's not one where you're gonna create a long abiding friendship. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, I like this video, I'm gonna, you know, leave a comment, you know, leave some advice and so forth, some encouragement or discouragement, you know, and then, you know, I respond, of course, and, you know, but it's not the same, it's not the same thing. And, you know, like when I saw that you donated, it made me really, really happy. Like, you don't know how giddy I was to find out that someone who functionally I don't know, because most of the people who donate to me are relatives or friends, you know, and because of that, it's just like, that just made my, when you did that a couple of weeks ago, it just made my day. It just completely made my day, because that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do in part with this channel. You know, I want to get, you know, I want to get you guys involved. I want to get you guys involved in, you know, in this great little project that is Extra Life. You know, a little project that raises millions of dollars now. You know, from rather humble beginnings 8 years ago, I think it was. You know, it raises millions upon millions of dollars now. You know, it's already raised a lot of money prior to game day this year, breaking all the previous records of that sort of thing. And it's just, you know, it's just kind of awesome. And, you know, but ultimately that is my goal too. You know, to try and raise money, you know, through people who I don't necessarily know, but people who I imagine have good hearts and, you know, who feel, you know, that they can make a difference too, you know. And, yeah, I'm not going to keep rambling, because that'd be a bad idea. Anyway, thank you. That's a personal thank you for you, though, and thank you, of course, to everyone else, you know. I don't know how, English. I don't know how many of you have actually, you know, tried to be supportive, you know, shared the link and so forth, or even checked out the link. But if you have, I'm grateful to you too. You know, at least you put in the effort. Even if you don't succeed, that's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Anyway. All right, that's really all the news I have. I don't really have anything else to add. You know. I mean, of course, I started the Total War Shogun 2 playthrough with the Darth mod. That's been a pretty fun experience so far. I'm kind of in limbo when it comes to the whole, at least having one other game on the channel, because I don't want to have a single game on the channel. I don't think that's particularly interesting for you guys. Not that my non-Total War game videos have ever garnered you know, more attention, you know, garnered considerable attention. But I like to have a little variety at least, because at least helps to keep my interest too. I'm pretty sure I would get bored of uploading the exact same game constantly. You know, so I'm thinking of playing more XCOM. I also want to get back to Skyrim. This whole soundy sync thing, though, completely drove me up the wall, though. And I think I'm not going to release episode 4. There were a couple of funny moments, but it was also just kind of boring. I'm on my way to see the Greybeards, though, so maybe I'll record that and hopefully keep it short, because I'm pretty sure recording for too long is what causes the desync error. Though I do get it with these vlogs, too. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, gonna stop rambling. So thank you all for watching this vlog post. Once again, I'm grateful to you all. I'm grateful for the 500 subs. I'm grateful for the 250 on Extra Life. I'm grateful for everything you guys, do to some self-conscious loser who can barely get out of his own head half the time. And I will catch you next time in the next video. Probably not a vlog. So until next time, everybody. That was a little weird.